Hey everybody, this is GGB, no co-host Poppers today because I have to go to school to go do something really quick. So this is going to be about one of my quickest videos I've ever done. We're going to go through what happened yesterday, then we're going to go over the 2 basketball games that are today with ranked teams, and then I'm going to talk about as fast as humanly possible so I can get this recorded, edited, and up before I have to leave in about 40 minutes, but it's just going to be difficult. But Big Ten basketball. We had Ohio State took in Michigan State yesterday. Michigan State, of course, lost, which was good for Penn State fans. All my Penn State alum out there, all my brothers in blue. We were so excited to see Michigan State lose, which keeps us in the 10th spot, which would be, if the season ended today, right outside. We would not have to play in the first day of college basketball, which is always exciting because I don't want to have to play a team like Maryland, Northwestern, or Michigan State, a team we could lose to. That would be bad. But Ohio State won yesterday. That moved them to the 3rd spot in the Big Ten. Now in the American, it was a bad day for SMU. SMU was looking really good, beat Memphis a few days ago, and then they got absolutely clobbered by again, a win would have put SMU in 2nd place. A loss dropped them all the way to 5th place, which means they got to start winning some basketball games if they really want to be considered for this playoff spot. Because right now, it probably should be Wichita State more than it should be SMU at this point. But there are 2 college basketball games today with ranked teams in them. We have actually a very interesting one. Drake made its way into the top 25 this week, which is absolutely insane if you think about it, that a team like Drake is in the top 25, but we got to talk about them. So let's get into that real quick. We have at 6 o'clock Illinois State traveling to number 25 Drake. Drake's actually an undefeated team this year, which is weird, but it's what's happening. They're 16-0 overall, which is weird because I really thought all the undefeated teams were gone, but Drake is still alive and kicking everyone. So 16-0 overall. Right now, they're playing Illinois State, who is last in the conference. So what happens with a win and a loss for each team? So with a loss, Drake would drop from 7-0 in conference to 7-1 in conference, which you would think wouldn't have that big of a difference, but Loyola, Illinois would move into 1st place in the Missouri Valley Conference. For Illinois State, a win could move them out of last place into 2nd to last place for them to pass Southern Illinois. Unfortunately, would not be able to pass UNI, Northern Iowa, because they have a 3-7 record. They would have a 3-8 record, but they would be very close to getting right in that ballpark area. And 3-6, Valparaiso's 3-6, Bradley's 3-6, UNI is 3-7. So 3-8 would not technically be a bad record to have at this point. You could easily get into the top half of this conference if you just put some wins together. Illinois State. Now, with a win, Drake would stay in 1st place, and Illinois State would stay in last place. Now we're going into the Big 12. We have at 8 o'clock, number 9, Oklahoma, traveling to number 13, Texas Tech. Now, Texas Tech technically favored by 7.5 points in this game, but according to my rules, it would count as an upset if Texas Tech was to beat Oklahoma, considering they're ranked lower than they are, which is an absolute loophole for me. But let's talk about with a win and a loss for each team. If Oklahoma's to win this game, they move to 7-3. That could move them into 2nd place. I haven't worked out the math. I know, actually, I did work out the math earlier today. It could not get them into 2nd place. Sorry, 70% win percentage is not better than what Texas had, which I think was closer to 75% win percentage. So, with a win or a loss, Texas would not move anywhere. I mean, Oklahoma's not moving anywhere. They are 3rd place today, no matter what happens. Now, Texas Tech, on the other hand, falling to 4-5, they would stay where they are, which is in 7th place in the Big 12, which you don't want if you're Texas Tech, right? The goal is to pass Kansas, because let's be honest, Kansas is probably the 6th best team in the Big 12 right now. They're not playing good basketball. With a win, Texas Tech would pass them. They'd have a 13-5 record, move to 5-4, and would be able to pass them and Oklahoma State, and would be able to get into 5th place in the Big 12, which is actually a very good thing, considering that you have 3 of the top 4 teams in the top 10 AP polls. So, again, huge game for Texas Tech. It's not a huge game for Oklahoma, which is why I'm picking it as my upset of the week. I think Texas Tech has a real shot at beating Oklahoma the way they've been playing. Hey everybody, this is GGB saying adios amigos and go Red Raiders.